Hi, welcome to Johnny's workshop. Today we'll be looking into this Porsche 911 GT3 R and see what we can do with it. It's a really good looking car. The underpan logo is a really nice touch, but this hatch design is a novelty to me. The car is a little bit wider than other Porsches, such as the 911 RSR, with about 62mm on the rear and the same on the front. And once again, the guide is wobbly. So let's have a look inside. It has this flat interior. This wiring is looking like a little mess. We're definitely going to address that. It's a real shame they make these new designs and still get the wire stuck against the front axle. The rear bumper is fixed on the chassis. So the plan is to prep this car for digital. The front and rear lights will be wired to the chip. And we're gonna fix the guide, but really they should sort this out. I've got a brand new gadget we can try on this car. More about it in the description. Let's get started by stripping the chassis. It looks like they've got a new type of tab. It's curved as opposed to flat. And it looks like they've ditched the ferrite man and now used the ferrite bead on his own. They've definitely nailed the right height. So this is a new piece of kit I've been working on, which is an eyelet adapter for the SCALEXTRIC guide. There's no need to glue, it's just push fit. The crimp end of the tab should finish flush here, and the eyelets should fit against it. I've got the lights on the GST and motor. It gets rewired later and connected to chip. The motor is not resting up against the chassis. Some gluing will be required later. And here's where things start to go wrong. There's not enough clearance between the chip and front axle. I've also tried with another chip, with no luck. I've noticed the infrared LED is touching the track. And these are the marks left on the diode. Only if the hatch was 2mm south of the underpan, all of this wouldn't have happened. First things first, let's sort the guide. Using a spacer was a no-go as the front would be proud and front wheels are already off the deck. So the way was to shorten the stem so it's flush with holder. I'm going to use this infrared LED emitter. It's a very unusual package. Bought it years ago at a shop that no longer sells electronic components. But what I can tell, it's a side looker of 950 nanometers, possibly an IRL 80A, but not certain of it. I'm going to trim the post length to about half. This will allow me to stay clear from the axle. I've removed the original LED, trimmed behind the GST, and replaced the original LED with my side looker, and carefully bent it around the board. Now I'm filing the hatch on the inside to clear space for the LED. Let's test fit. This is plenty of space now. It's good practice to glue bushings and motor to chassis. After I've rewired the lights and put it all back together, it's time to test if it's all working. And of course there is more to be sorted. one of the rear LEDs are not soldered properly, so I gave it a bit of heat and let the solder flow. I'm not a fan of this arrangement, so I'm going to fix the bumper to the main body. In my opinion, it looks a lot better this way. The tyres you see now are not the originals. They are from an old sideways Ford Capri. I believe they are slotted tyres, and also they've got Michelin written on as opposed to nothing. Now it's time to work on the body roll. It takes many hours to record and edit videos such as this one. If you like this kind of content, please make sure to subscribe and like if you haven't already. Thanks. After some time scraping body and chassis, this is what it's looking like. The ride height is just right. Plenty of body roll. Hope you liked this video. This should help you fixing some of the issues if you're having them too. Hopefully not. Thanks for watching, see you next time.